What's up, traders? Zach here from the Trading Network. Hope you guys are doing well. I have yet another live scalping video for you guys, again from my September 6th trading session. This was a great day for me. All of these trades were taken live in the Trading Network Discord, and I was able to record pretty much all of them. So I am able to kind of break these down, show you guys what kind of trading and what kind of interaction goes on in the Discord, and hopefully you guys can gain some good information and listening to me break this down. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and click play here, and we will get down into the nitty-gritty of this trade. First and foremost, I want to just let you guys know that this was a 1,000 tick opportunity zone trade. We also had confluence on the 377 with Fibonacci Pivot S1 right here. We had a little bit of bullish divergence. You guys can see here on multiple oscillators, including the delta down below there. And this just gives me a very high probability setup and gives me good confidence in taking this trade. What I want to point out here and why I use the 377 in confluence with the 1000 tick is that sometimes we will sneak below the 377 opportunity zone and we will be right inside of the 1000 tick. So you can see that there's great confluence with that, with S1 being inside of the 1000 tick opportunity zone on NQ. So when I see that, I have a great level to base my risk off of, which is right below S1, right below the 1000 tick opportunity zone. So I pop my stop there, and I basically just try to be patient and allow price to do its job. So I'm in for 2 contracts here on NQ, and you can see that we also have a nice little trend line here as well. I will just go ahead and draw this. I'm not sure if I, not sure if I draw it in the actual video, but we have a trend line here that's being broken as the oscillators are curling and crossing to the upside, as we're confirming bullish divergence, as we are escaping using the 1000 tick Opp Zone as support and then escaping that Opp Zone. So again, you guys should hopefully be able to see the patterns here, and you can even see this prior trade that I took that I talk about in my last video where I locked in about $1,000 in, I think, 3 minutes it was. So you can see that I'm just following the trend, allowing price to do its job, and taking the same setups over and over again if they present themselves. So that is exactly what I'm doing here. I am being patient. I am allowing the trade to work in my favor. I have a great level of protection from the Fibonacci Pivot S1 that is a built-in level of support. They are automatically plotted, and this indicator is actually built into NinjaTrader. So you guys can look up the Fibonacci pivots and give them a shot for yourself. Now, as I'm sure you guys can tell, this trade does take a little bit longer than that prior video that I posted about this trade back here with the bull div. Very similar setup, actually. Bullish divergence in or around the 377 tick Opp Zone and inside or right at the top of the 1000 tick Opp Zone. But same deal here. You know, I am telling myself this trade's not invalid until or unless we break this low where I'm basing my risk. And if it is, that's okay. It was a good high probability attempt, but I'm going to let price do its job. I'm going to not think about the trade too hard as I'm in it, because the more that you think about it, the more scenarios you come up with in your head where you're probably going to get stopped out, or you don't want to be in the trade too long, it's taking too long, whatever. But in reality, the trade is the same as when you entered. Nothing has really changed. Your level of invalidation is still holding strong, and that's when you want to be rock solid with your risk management. You want to be rock solid with your trading psychology, because price is going to do this in a lot of situations, right? Price is going to move in your favor. It's going to pull back a little bit. It's going to mess with you. It's going to look like you're getting stopped out, or you're going to get stopped out, which will cause you to make an emotional and impulsive reaction during the trade, when really you just got to be solid. You got to remind yourself the trade's still valid. Nothing has changed from when I entered, and it's important to continue to let price do its job. Telling yourself, even if this trade doesn't work out, it's still high probability. That is a very, very important thing to keep in mind when you're taking good trades. Even if the trade doesn't work out, even if this single individual opportunity does not work, this setup is going to work 7, 8, 9 out of 10 times if taken in the same market environment. That's what you got to think about. As Mark Douglas says, you have to think about your extended number of trades. You have to think about the larger sample size compared to one individual opportunity in the market. It's all about the sample size. You take this setup 100 times, it's going to work 70, 80, even 90 times, okay? And that is exactly what I tell myself, and what I've continued to tell myself and teach myself over the years is, these patterns are repeatable. Yes, but they don't work out the same every time. So if you take a high probability setup and it doesn't work, you can't beat yourself up. You can't psych yourself out saying, my edge doesn't work anymore. It's just one sample over a very large series of trades. So that is how I have, become comfortable with sitting in trades, allowing them to work out, and developing that patience that's, really required. It's patience and discipline to take the high probability setups when they're presented and let price do its job once you're in those high probability setups. So that is the name of the game here for me. Price continues to move up. I am pulling one contract in here, and you'll see that after I take one contract, I move my stop, I attach it to the price line, I trail it very, very tightly because I'm not interested in giving back much of this profit because I've already got, 20 points locked in. I've already, closed one contract, taken 50% profit, and I've got 20 plus points locked in on, this extra or this last contract here. So that is the gist of that trade, really. I set that really tight stop loss trailing on the price line. I allow price to, further work out after I have taken that 50% profit. And again, I don't want to give away much of my profit once I have, worked hard enough to take the trade, let it work out, right? I don't want to allow price to come back to my entry in a situation like that. So I attach the stop loss to the price line with a very tight tick offset, making sure that my hard work pays off and I get paid for it, most importantly. So that was, I believe, about $1,000. Yeah, I started this trade before I took it 55.97 and ended at 65.17. So, call it $900, $1,000 in a matter of 5 or 6 minutes. Another very high probability setup. A great day with lots of opportunity. A bunch of amazing trades taken on stream in the TTN private Discord. So if you guys are interested in joining the Discord, watching me trade, if you find value in this content, A, please let me know and leave some comments down below. But B, hop in the Discord with us and trade with us. Talk about live setups, and you'll see how valuable it truly is to have a support system, to have a community of people to work with and trade with and grow with as a trader. Check out the tradingnetwork.io where you can find info on joining the private Discord. You can also purchase the TTN Proprietary Indicator Package, as well as the fundamentals of futures trading, which is what all of these strategies are based on. I teach my trending strategy, which is the opportunity zone, and I teach my ranging strategy, which is called the momentum flip in the FFT course. You guys can also, for a limited time, get 20% off the indicators, the Discord, and the FFT course with the code TTN2K on the tradingnetwork.io. Again, that'll get you 20% off everything except for one-on-one mentorship for a limited time. And again, that code is TTN2K, and that is in celebration of us reaching 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So I hope you guys find this content valuable. If you do, show some love down below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.